was the one, Sarah's Lawn, striking distance. Run is about to form a line. Racing in the opening Duninga Gallops maiden race for 4-year-old mares, and as they take the run up the straight and on their way towards fence number 1, Personal Space and Sarah's Lawn with striking distance right up there too, as they go on the approach towards the first, and on the far side, striking distance near side Personal Space. Sarah's Lawn is close in 3, and they're being chased just in behind by She Was the One. Ordinally is next, and then Ashland, Brave Lioness, Royal Response, and Say It Again Girls, the back marker. Out they go over fence number 2 before they race into the top turn. All safely over. Personal Space goes on from Sarah's Lawn in second. They're being chased by Serious Distance in third. Ordinally is 4, and then She Was the One is in front of Ashland, and just behind them goes Brave Lioness, and they're being chased further back in the field by Royal Response, and last of all is Say It Again Girl. On the bend now, it's going to bring them down along the back straight towards fences 3 and 4, and up front, as we wait for them to reappear back into view, Personal Space right up there, with also showing prominently Sarah's Lawn, the leading pair as they go on the approach towards fence number 3. Right in behind them, Ordinally is on the inside as they take that one safely and race down to go towards fence number 4. Up front, Personal Space from Sarah's Lawn in second, striking distance Ordinally and Ashland are 3, 4 and 5. Mistake by Say It Again Girl at the back. She Was the One is in mid-division just in front of Brave Lioness. Royal Response has been dropped in for the early circuit as they go across the bottom of the track now and make their way on towards the turn into the straight. Up front, Personal Space by about a length and a half to Sarah's Lawn in second. Ordinally is third, and Ashland is 4. Just in behind them is 5 as She Was the One, and Brave Lioness is down the inside. Say It Again Girl and Royal Response are the back pair. On the bend at the bottom of the track now, beginning to meet the rising ground on up over the line of 3 fences, and Personal Space going to lead them up the hill under Shayna Rourke, being followed in second spot by Sarah's Lawn and Barry Stone. Just in behind this leading pair as they take the climb is Ordinally, Stephen Cahill. They've got to rise over that one. Slight mistake there by She Was the One. It's racing on now to go towards the fence to bring them up to past the post. They still have 2 circuits and 10 fences ahead of them. Personal Space from Sarah's Lawn, right in behind them in third is Ordinally, and they're being chased in fourth by Ashland, who travels smoothly in 4th position behind the leading group of 3, and just in behind them is She Was the One, who's towards the outside. Lost one down at the bottom there. The one that we lost was Striking Distance, was the only one to go. The rest are with them as they go to race on the bend now at the top of the track and begin to make their way round towards the back straight. And out in front, Personal Space from Sarah's Lawn. They're the leading pair as they make their way down along the back straight for the second time. 7 and 8. 8 and 9 rather, as they head down along the back straight. And up front, Personal Space, Sarah's Lawn, Ordinally, Ashland, and just behind them was She Was the One, and they're being chased further back in the field by Brave Lioness with Say It Again Girl, and the red and black jacket of Royal Response is the back marker. Heading down along the back straight now and on towards the next, and out front it is Personal Space who leads out over it from Sarah's Lawn in second, and they're being chased back in third spot by Ordinally, who's on the inside of Ashland, just in behind this group as they got to race across the bottom of the track as She Was the One, and they're being followed by Brave Lioness as they make their way now on their way across the bottom of the track, and then comes Say It Again Girl and Royal Response is last of all. Into the bottom turn they go, and about to make their way towards the turn into the straight, the penultimate time. Personal Space is dictated since the flag dropped, being followed in second spot by Sarah's Lawn. Third in behind these is Ordinally with Ashland, and just behind this group goes She Was the One with Brave Lioness for company. Royal Response and Say It Again Girl the back pair. Straightening up second time towards the 3 fences in the straight, and out in front it is Personal Space who's going to lead them up the hill, being followed in second spot by Sarah's Lawn as they come to rise to this one and make their way on now towards the next. 6 fences from the finish they come to now Personal Space, green with the yellow cap, leads them over from Sarah's Lawn in second. Ordinarily is third, fourth, and then as she was the one. Brave Lioness goes right down the inside. Ashland's in between horses, and they're being followed just in behind by Royal Response on the inside of Say It Again Girl. This is 5 from home, slight mistake there by She Was the One, and into the top turn they go. No change up front. Personal Space with on the inside Sarah's Lawn. Ordinarily has switched off the inside and tries to move up on the outer to try and improve as they begin the turn at the top of the track and now begin to take the downhill run on towards the fourth and third last fences down along the back straight. Personal Space, Ordinarily, Sarah's Lawn. They're the leaders as they go to race down towards the first of the two, down along the back straight and reappearing now back into view, and it is Personal Space, Sarah's Lawn, Ordinarily, Brave Lioness, Ashland is next, and they're being chased by She Was the One, Royal Response and Say It Again Girl still the back pair, but they are very much in touch. She Was the One hit that one hard, loses a position. So heading down along the back straight now, and on their way towards the third last fence, and it is Personal Space who leads out over it from on the inside Brave Lioness, and then towards the outside Sarah's Lawn. She Was the One is beginning to get right into it. Royal Response is picking up rapidly behind the leaders as well as they go to race across the bottom of the track on the run towards 2 from home. Personal Space, Sarah's Lawn, Brave Lioness is 3, She Was the One is 4, Royal Response is now ridden along. Ashland drops off them, and this group are being chased further back in the field by Ordinarily, who's dropped out, and Say It Again Girl the same. Personal Space going to lead them into the straight. She's led them everywhere, being followed in second spot by Sarah's Lawn, Brave Lioness, Royal Response. The outside She Was the One, but Personal Space has turned on the top in front and is increasing the lead. Heading now towards the second last. Personal Space out in front, clear. Sarah's Lawn and Brave Lioness give chase over the second last and heading between the final two. And it is Personal Space who set out with intent here. She put them to the sword and she's in a different class up towards the line. Personal Space is picking up again. It looks very smart. Personal Space wins, hits the line and goes through it. Brave Lioness is tight for second with Royal Response, and they're clear from Sarah's Lawn. She Was the One looks up in the final finisher. Ordinarily pulled up, so too did Ashland, and possibly completing was Say It Again Girl. Say It Again Girl.